Educated Nigerians should survive on their own. Buhari. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. In 2015, tackling unemployment was one of the tripod upon which Mr. Buhari's campaign promises stood as canvassed the country begging for votes. Nigerian youth should not get educated thinking that the government will provide automatic jobs for them after graduation, President Muhammadu Buhari said on Wednesday. Well, it is not coming as a surprise because actually, when he came in, I think 2 years ago, he came out and he made it open that, see, our government is not here to create jobs for people. That is after and against what he said when he was coming in that he's going to create jobs. So this one should not be coming like a shock. I've told the people, my shock absorber in this country is as in olepa. It is very strong, cannot be broken, cannot be scattered. So he has come out and he has told the people once again that on this employment issue, that job creation issue, he's not among. He's not among. That is what he's saying. He's actually not among. So people who are relying on him for unemployment should think again. So those who are actually thinking about, Baba has actually said his own that is trying to recap the fact that he has told the people that there is no job anywhere. So I don't think he has said that since about, I think, a year or two ago. So I don't think anybody who is surprised now or who will be coming out to wanting to rant. This is not the time to rant. Obasanjo have actually said this, I've said this earlier before, that this man has nothing, and it's a proof. When they say something like this, it is not prophecy. It is a prediction that when you have checked, you're doing your plus and minus of what has been achieved by this particular regime or this particular administration, you'll get the answer to any question you want to say. So it is not time for us to stand up and be, yes, it is very annoying. It is worrisome, it is sickening, but it's not the time to do all that because no matter how distant 2023 seems because of the kind of the present situation Nigeria is security-wise, economically-wise, and financially wise, I think it's not too early to start getting our PVCs ready and make sure that come 2023 we're voting somebody who is actually going to be doing the opposite of what he is doing now. The person will come in. We don't even want the promises, sincerely. We don't want you coming in to promise us anything. We want action. We want result. Just like if you say, just like this particular administration, they used to praise themselves for buying a lot of equipment for the military. Fine and good. It is the work of a government. It is because, when, let me say, for instance, you are actually a child and your mother and your father does not give you food. Let's say, for instance, they don't buy you good clothes. They don't buy you clothes at all. Maybe you keep wearing and all of them are torn. It is when somebody from outside gives you this clothes and maybe that's that person from outside that gives you this particular clothes. It's actually your mother's brother. You'll be seeing it as a very big deal. And then maybe because they gift you the clothes, they now ask you to do certain things that you're not supposed to do. That is when you now start seeing this as a favor. But if on the norms, your parents, they took care of you well, they gave you good clothes and, they took care of you very well. And somebody comes with an idea of, I'm going to give you clothes or I'm going to give you money, I'm going to give you food, just help me do this. Of course, you know that the person is trying to be manipulative. The news in detail, please stay with us. I wish when they go to school, when they work hard, when they earn their degree, they don't do it thinking that the government must give them jobs. Mr. Buhari said in an inclusive interview on Channels Television. The president, who had once described Nigerian youth as lazy, believes that they could identify their opportunities to combine with their education. He emphasized that the youth only chose formal education because they are aware of the importance, while reiterating that they should survive on their own without relying on the government for jobs. You get educated because an educated person is certainly better than an uneducated person, even in identifying personal problems, the president said. So education is not meant just to hang on to the government to give you jobs and then what the colonialists indoctrinated us to believe. Have a car, have a house, start work by 8 a.m. and close by 2 p.m., he added. In 2015, tackling unemployment was one of the tripod upon which Mr. Buhari's campaign promises stood as to advance the country begging for votes. However, the situation appears to have worsened as the country's unemployment rate jumped to 33.3% in the last quarter of 2020, according to data released by the National Bureau of Statistics. A 2021 report by the World Bank had also indicated that the unemployment rate in Nigeria had risen more than ever in the history of the country under the Buhari-led administration. Another World Bank projection in March 2021 had predicted that no fewer than 20 million Nigerians would have been plunged into poverty before Mr. Buhari leaves office. In a report in June, the World Bank warned that Nigeria's 10 years economic gains could be reversed under the Buhari's regime. Though Mr. Buhari claims his regime has lifted 10 million Nigerians out of poverty, the World Bank maintains that 7 million Nigerians become poor under the leadership of Muhammadu Buhari. Okay, well, to add to what he said, yes, one would say, okay, it is not actually wrong in some aspects of saying you to, but please, do you know that the government can assist? And in what way assist am I talking about? In putting up plans and activities in the curriculum or in Nigeria academic system that will ensure that you don't just go in your thought theory all through. For instance, in some schools, I don't know, Western schools, you go there and there is music department, there is what they call extracurriculum activities. There is actually music, there is computers, there is a drama group, there is what's it called again? There are different groups that what does it does? That it teaches or brings the potential of what the person could be and would act as a pointer in the life of that person. There are sports club. For instance, the person is not actually good in some particular subject, but you notice in a particular sport, this person is actually excelling well. What do you do is going to be a pointer. Of course, the person will not totally scrap books or books education for that person. Formal education will not be scrapped, but it is going to be a pointer to what the person would be doing. Let's say, for instance, you're someone who also likes, for instance, you likes maybe playing instruments. What does it tell you? You can also be making use of those instruments. Or, for instance, vocational skills can be added to academics aside from curriculum activities. Curriculum activities is added to the academic system. There's a lot the government can do. Then it is when you have come out and you have made sure that these children are skilled enough. We live in we are the jet age. You know, people, you give them extra curriculum activities concerning digital skills, you know, all these digital skills like digital marketing, social media manager. I think it is high time we cut these children young. Then when you now come out and they are still lazing about, then you can now say, oh, you can make use of those skills. I think so. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.